My dad didn't know anything about the Great Reset, the World Economic Forum, Klaus Schwab, or how the elite intend to control us, so I made this video for him. I call it a crash course on the Great Reset to give you the details, the evidence, and the most important things for this new global cabal. If you're watching this video, it's likely a friend or family member shared it with you to bring you up to speed. The term Great Reset might sound like some kind of wild conspiracy theory or right-wing scare tactic. I used to think the same way until I started asking questions and investigating what the Great Reset is really about. Today, I'm going to lay out the facts and ask some crucial questions. It's no conspiracy theory because the goals, videos, books, and speeches they're producing put it out there in the open for all to see. Let's dive right in to see how owning nothing will make you happy. That's their motto. You will own nothing and be happy. They'll own everything but be miserable, just so we're clear. First, we need to set the stage, and it all goes back to an organization called the World Economic Forum, WEF. Founded in 1971 by a German engineer and economist, Klaus Schwab. The WEF, as those in attendance call it, isn't some shadowy secret society. It's out in the open and frequently publishes articles on their own website that anyone can access. The WEF brings together leaders from various sectors to shape the global, regional, and industrial agendas. Membership isn't open to everyone. You need to be invited and meet strict criteria, one of which is having a lot of money. Once invited, you pay $52,000 to join. And if you want to go to the WEF, tickets cost $19,000. Some notable members include Mark Zuckerberg, Leonardo DiCaprio, Jack Ma of Alibaba, Larry Page, computer scientist, who you probably know better as the co-founder of Google, and Bill Gates, Microsoft, and the purveyor of the vaccine. The WEF holds annual meetings in Davos, Switzerland, bringing together CEOs, politicians, academics, religious leaders, celebrities, and the media. They've been doing this since 1988, with a brief hiatus in 2021 due to the pandemic. But it was the 2020 meeting that's central to our discussion. It was during this meeting that Klaus Schwab, the WEF's founder, announced the launch of a new project called the Great Reset, comprising 5 major plans aimed at enhancing sustainable economic growth for them. Schwab even wrote a book titled COVID-19: The Great Reset, which is readily available on Amazon. If you like timelines like I do, you may find it strange that he was able to write, edit, publish, and distribute a book within 4 months. Those of you keen on the timelines of publishers know this is truly miraculous, or perhaps anticipatory, or maybe, repeat after me, plandemic. In a future video, I'll walk you through the terrifying simulations the WEF, Johns Hopkins University, and Bill Gates corroborated on just months prior to the real pandemic. Now let's dig deeper into what the Great Reset entails. The project's overarching goal is to reset various aspects of our lives. It might sound intriguing on the surface, but what does it mean in practice? They're not talking about going on vacation to reset. One aspect is the idea that we should own nothing and be happy. The WEF has actively promoted this notion. For instance, in July 2022, they published an article suggesting people should own cars due to environmental concerns, and instead rely on the shared economy and eventually transition to self-driving cars. Sounds great, right? But here's the catch. Who would own these self-driving cars? Uber, allowing them to track our every move. With each goal, you need to follow the money to see who benefits. It's not us. Another facet of the Great Reset is encouraging us to eat less meat.
Bro, I can't eat burgers, bro. You know I'm vegan. No. It's vegan. This smells so good, dude. Thank you. I'm gonna take a bite. Holy, yup. This is the best burger I've ever had. You would never think that it's fake meat. Fake meat? What are you talking about? You would never think it's fake meat. No, dude, it's real meat. It's just vegan. How is it real meat if it's vegan? Like the meat is vegan. That's real meat, dude. It's vegan meat.
This, they say, is primarily based on environmental reasons. The WEF has articles advocating reduced meat consumption, and Bill Gates is promoting synthetic meat made in labs using plant-based ingredients. But is it purely about environmental concerns, or does it have financial motives? Bill Gates owns companies in the synthetic meat industry and is investing heavily in related patents. All this raises questions about whether this push for synthetic meat is genuinely about saving the planet or making certain individuals wealthier. It gets worse. The WEF has also been advocating for a more sustainable insect-based diet.
I'm Nicole Kidman, and I am going to eat a 4-course meal of bugs. I am here to reveal my hidden talent, eating micro-livestock, cornworms. They're still alive. Extraordinary.
Humans need to eat bugs to save the planet. We also need to get into the train car, which will lead us to the gas chamber to save the planet. NPR released an article suggesting it's a conspiracy theory being spread by right-wingers from 4chan to international politics. The problem with this conspiracy claim is that the push for bug-based diets is not a secret. It's out in the open, and we have the receipts to prove it. On July 12, 2021, the World Economic Forum published an article titled, "Why We Need to Give Insects the Role They Deserve in Our Food Systems." In it, they advocate for insect farming for food and animal feed as an environmentally friendly solution to the impending food crisis. And here's another one. On February 9th, 2022, the World Economic Forum published an article titled, "5 Reasons Why Eating Insects Could Reduce Climate Change." They argue that insect consumption offsets climate change in many ways. But that's not all. The World Economic Forum even has a video on their YouTube channel published in August 2019 titled, "This London Insect Farm is Changing the Way We Eat." It highlights the importance of insect farming for food sustainability. I'm really starting to dislike the word sustainability. So it's not a conspiracy theory. It's right there on the World Economic Forum's website and YouTube channel. They're actively promoting bug-based diets as a solution to various global challenges. My son got in on the ground level with those ranchers from Switzerland. Yeah, he's a roach rancher now. Here's another critical concern: democracy. The decisions and policies that emerge from the WEF meetings are often not democratically elected or representative. They're crafted by powerful elites in a closed setting. Our elected officials should represent our values. Yet some of their policies, like Joe Biden's Build Back Better or the Green New Deal, align with the WEF initiatives. Further, you should see the list of Democrats as well as Republicans who are members that attend the WEF. Here's a list of the Democrats, Republicans, and Independents who attended the 2023 World Economic Forum in Davos. Democrats: John Kerry, the U.S. climate envoy, emphasized the need for urgency in addressing climate change. Marty Walsh, the Labor Secretary, discussed inflation, the economy, and immigration. Janet Yellen, Treasury Secretary, met with Chinese Vice Premier Liu He. Republicans in attendance: Maria Salazar, Florida Congresswoman, spoke on Ukraine and immigration. Brian Kemp, Georgia Governor, participated in a panel discussion on national independence issues. Kyrsten Sinema, Arizona Senator, expressed support for the filibuster and discussed legislative issues. Not only that, but they have something called the Global Forum for Young Leaders, who've taken credit for training political puppets like Canada's Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, German Chancellor Angela Merkel, and France's President Emmanuel Macron. Their goal is to penetrate the cabinets and political leaders of every nation in hopes of establishing a concerted effort for sustainability and the right leaders to accomplish the Great Reset. This lack of transparency and democratic involvement should make us question whose interests are genuinely being served. The WEF seek to erode national sovereignty in favor of a globalist hegemony, where they turn the world into renters and they live off the fat of the land. I've only scratched the surface of the Great Reset in this video. This is the stuff out of the Bible, the end times, Antichrist meets Mission Impossible Bond villain. So much more is going on, like the pandemic simulation that looked eerily similar to the actual one that happened a few months after the Cladex pandemic preparedness exercises took place. Stakeholder capitalists at Budweiser wouldn't back down with their trans debacle. Environmental social governance, 15-minute cities, increased government intervention, surveillance, and control a la China, the blurred lines of national sovereignty, the erosion of personal liberties and pursuit of a group of unelected, unrepresentative globalist elite.
What we want to do in Davos this year in this respect is to push the reset button.
The Great Reset isn't a conspiracy theory. It's a real initiative with a timeline to accomplish its goals by 2030. It's crucial to stay informed and ask questions, as critical thinking is at the heart of a thriving democracy. If you'd like a more in-depth analysis in part 2, let us know in the comments. Thank you for watching, and a big shout out to the friend or family member who shared this video with you. They want you to be informed, and it's through open discussions like these that we can shape a better future together.